YouTube. I'm going to do something a little different today. Instead of my usual powerlifting and martial arts content, I'm going to go and try and ride a motorbike off-road for the first time. A little nervous this morning. I'm off to Yamaha Off-Road Experience Centre, and yeah, we'll see if they can teach me from scratch. I'll see you there.
I've always wanted to learn how to ride a motorbike. I grew up riding pillion and around motorbikes, of course, but I've never properly ridden one before. And everywhere I looked online and everything, they weren't very good at first-timers, of course, like myself. Then I found Yamaha Off-Road Experience. They have a few bases around, but I chose one in mid-Wales to go on. They would prefer some experience, but do cater for complete beginners. Mostly the guys I went with, they were mostly road riders. They still found it a challenge because off-road and on-road is slightly different, but they soon got used to it. Anyway, let's get to it.
Just driving from my bed and breakfast, 20-minute drive, some country roads.
I got to the base. It was on a working farm along some country roads and stuff. It was really nice, and had coffee with the guys. And after that we got directed to some changing rooms and picked up some kit. They gave me a small bike, 125. And then we headed out. Me and one of the instructors headed to a field next to the building, and he showed me from scratch how to ride the bike. Yeah, I did a few laps round. I got used to changing up gears. I think I got to I don't think I got to fourth gear on the field at that point. And then he did like a clutch control test. So he stood in front of me and I kind of practiced letting the clutch go and setting off and throttle and everything, and then slowing down and stopping. That was an interesting one. And then after some time in the field, it was probably an hour or two, we headed up towards meet the guys. They had like the skills course where they had like a field with some hills and stuff to practice and go around some cones, kind of trying to master standing up and body positions or leaning forward, go around bends and stuff, and that was fun. The thing is, I only got one battery for my action camera, so I didn't film that morning, and also I wanted to concentrate on learning. I wanted to head fully on for it. So I didn't film the morning, I filmed most of the afternoon session anyway. I was behind the instructor and we were heading towards the skills section, of course, like I mentioned before. I kind of slowed down too late. I think I was probably doing 25-30 mile an hour, so it wasn't fast. I'm used to mountain biking, of course, and I'm used to clutching gears but on a car, which it was an okay foundation to start with, but my mountain biking had clicked in and I went, oh, slow down, pressed the front brake far too much instead of the back brake, and turned at the same time, which resulted me sliding along a farm road, slate road on my side. That hurt. Lesson learned, I won't do that again. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Oh, the bike was fine. Managed to pop the pedals back out and stuff. And then we met the other instructors at the other end, and they straightened out my front end because my handlebars got a bit jerked. But apart from that, we're all good. The other guys headed back towards the centre and I did some skill stuff with him. So I managed to get over some mounds and weave around a bit. Honestly, the instructors had so much patience with me and I appreciate that. And I was nervous, but not too nervous. I know they won't randomly leave me with a bike I can't ride. After practicing some skills, we both headed back to meet up with the guys for some food. After some food, we all headed out to hit some trails together. As you noticed, I'm by myself. Everyone else seemed off without me, but I preferred being at the back with an instructor. And I knew I would catch up by the time we hit the trails. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the other guys were more experienced on the road, so they found this a bit easy, so of course they'll zoom off. So yeah, you'll probably find that I'm in too low of a gear for most of this. Yeah, that's the instructor who was behind me, zoom past. He's just going to open some gates for me, or help the other instructors open some gates for me. There we go. Yeah, that's my first attempt at trying to stand up on this route. I managed to get some good standing up in the morning, but the was a bit lame. Here we go again. I think I was feeling a bit tired, so I didn't really attempt to stand up as much. I just concentrated on trying to ride the trails and change up and down gears. Don't worry, I'll actually get the hang of it later better. I've caught up with the other guys. Nearly anyway. I'm attempting to stand up again. That's the best time I've done it. Yep, I don't think I really attempt standing up after that. That's the instructor who trained me this morning. He was basically behind me the whole time. Apart from now, of course, but with the other trails, it's behind me. So don't worry, even if you're right behind, you don't get left behind at all. Yeah, I think I'm kind of struggling a bit with the gears. Yeah, I recognise this from this morning. Basically, me and the instructor, when we finished doing some of the skill stuff, we hit a few of these trails on the way back. Yay, I caught up with the boys. Yeah, struggling to... Yeah, it takes 12 years for me to find the biting point to set before setting off. Whoops. I get a bit better as we go on throughout the afternoon. That's one reason why I preferred being at the back, so I can just take the time finding my biting point. Definitely something to work on. Yeah, this is the first and only trail we hit as a whole group. After this, we split up into 3 groups, A, B and C. Group A more advanced, Group B, okay. Some of the advanced ones will go into that one, but if they wanted a slightly easier session, they went into Group B, and then there's Group C. Me and a few dudes were in that. Slightly easier group. We got took on some what you call easier trails. And this is a cue to hit a very muddy patch. You'll find that this guy falls off quite a lot. He's a road biker, but did very well to hit this. It's just, like I said before, it's a different game.
Okay.
Yeah, just take your time. It felt a bit easier than I thought. It does help, they gave me some advice before starting off. And the guy fell off again.
Oh, dude.
he's alright. I think it was taking a toll on him. Oh, actually, I think the instructor grabbed his bike and took it out for him. I think. Anyway, he just helped him out, so yeah, if you're worried about falling off, you can get some help. Especially with this experience, it's just more of a taster. It's not nothing enduro or nasty hills and fluffy mud. This is the most muddiest one we went on. Yeah, we headed off to a clearing just there, and then we split up into different groups, the A, B and C. I of course was in C. Yeah, after a briefing, we split into the groups and headed off with an instructor. We had our main instructor and the instructor just in front of me there. He was mostly behind me. Yeah, I was struggling to set off again. Not always that bad. Couldn't find the right gear on my binding point. There we go. Off we go. Yeah. Not great, but it's not too shabby for less than a day's worth of learning, I suppose. I think I was panicking a bit as well. I shouldn't have been. This is our first trail we hit as a small group. Yeah, we're pretty close knit as a group, so definitely nice. Trundle. I think the instructor was still feeling out our skills, taking us along to see how we do. They must know the whole place off the back of a hand. Wasn't too bad, quite nice. Okay, we're going on to another trail now. Oh, this is another trail. You can see plenty of places to go and have a wee in the bush. Yeah, you can see as a beginner I'm not really used to fighting the bike that much, especially with an engine, of course. This is one of my favourites, in a way. Oh, yeah, that's the guy that fell off before, by the way. Just to clarify, I did tell him that the footage is going on YouTube. I asked him if he was alright with that. I won't really film too much of him trying to get up. Oh, trying to find the bottom point again. Yeah. A little difficult at that point, but yeah, I'm getting used to setting off and stuff. Yeah, I've told the guy he kept falling off. I've told a lot of them that I was filming for YouTube and social media, so he was totally fine. I think he found it funny and he wanted to actually see it, so it does remind me I need to make sure he knows. But yeah, I made sure he's alright with it. I feel a bit bad if I put him online falling off a lot. I think he really struggled that day, but it was good on him. I hope he tries again. I hope it doesn't put him off. I think he had a good time anyway. yeah, we met up in a clearing again. The instructor checked if we're all good and gave us some drinks. I think they carry some in a rucksack. Ooh. Yeah, telling to turn off. I couldn't find neutral. I think I ended up just stalling it. Oh, I don't know if I did that actually. Oh, never mind. Yay, some drinks and bottles of water. And then we set off again. Yeah, struggling to find bite point again. Whoop. Yeah, it got a bit easier as the afternoon went on. I think as we did more of these style of roads, it did get up more gears. I think I at least hit 40 gears on that time on the road. Oh, I love this bit. It's beautiful. Look at there. Yeah, at this point I'm starting to get used to the bike, using up and down gears, handling the bike in general. I kind of got a bit left behind, but I still had an instructor behind me, so there was no worries. Yeah, we met in a clearing as a group. We had some drinks like before, toilet breaks and stuff, and then we set off for another hour or two, actually another couple of hours. But my camera ran out of battery. I really need to get another camera, spare one, so I can just change it over. But yeah, I think the trail's pretty much similar. Anyways, this is the last trail I managed to get on my action camera. The boot's not very waterproof, so every time you go over a puddle you will probably get wet feet, but definitely, yeah, I felt that. So definitely bring some spare socks. I'll tell you to bring a change of clothes anyway, but yeah, definitely plenty of pairs of socks. We're lucky enough to get at mid-September and it wasn't too cold, but if you want to come around October or November, definitely it'll be cold and early spring. They stop the season around end of October, I think, or beginning of November. and then start again in spring, so it's not as if you have nasty weather. I think we set off after food around 1:30ish, I think, don't quote me, and then we got back around 3:30ish, but all I can say is a good few hours. I mean, yeah, it was usually till 4 o'clock, so yeah, we had a good few hours out, and a debriefing, and then we handed over our kit to get cleaned and sorted, and sorted myself out in the changing room. Yeah, I got a bit of a nasty cut on my pelvis and hip area, but yeah, I was a bit sore too, but I was fine.
Well, that concludes my off-road experience at Yamaha. Overall, I would recommend it, even if you're a complete beginner, because I really enjoyed it and they were very patient. These people do want you to come back, so it's not as if they're gonna like leave me with a bike. I do recommend Yamaha experience. They took me from scratch, and before I knew it, I can ride a mountain bike now. There is some work to be done, but yeah, I think standing up, technique, learning how to go a bit faster, of course, and overall confidence. I think falling off that morning probably did not help with the confidence at all. But yeah, lesson learned, do not overuse your front brake, especially while turning. Need to work on standing up, of course, finding my biting point, because you probably see from the footage that it took me 12 years to set off. Yeah, it's mostly finding my biting point and going up and down gears. I got used to it by the end of the day, of course. It was a lot easier to get up to at least 4th gear. Just a few things to work on. I do like to go back. It would be nice to see the improvement that I can do. So this concludes this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this sort of content, feel free to like and subscribe. I do a variety of content such as powerlifting, sports performance, mountain biking, martial arts, and I like to add some bouldering and climbing experiences into the channel. So if you're interested in that stuff, feel free to subscribe. Don't forget to press the notification bell, and see you next time.